Welcome to EVSP322 Remote Sensing and GIS. This video lecture introduces students to course content and expectations. Specific details on the section of the course in which you are enrolled are offered in the classroom in areas including the announcements, forum, lessons, and syllabus. Be sure to take some time to explore these areas of the classroom in Week 1. The course description from the course catalog is as follows. This course illustrates the fundamental concepts of GIS and remote sensing technologies in the context of land use planning and management. Topics include the physical basis for remote sensing systems, digital image processing, data structures, database design, and spatial data analysis. The course is not intended to provide students with extensive training in particular image processing or GIS packages. However, course exercises and the final project will require GIS data analysis and presentation skills. The course scope from the course catalog is as follows. This course provides an introduction to the use and technology in remote sensing and geographic information systems. It is an excellent supplement to courses in the environmental sciences as it provides a hands-on experience for current technology. There are no prerequisites for this course. 6 course objectives have been identified for EVSP 322 Remote Sensing and GIS. After successfully completing this course, you will be able to detail the history of modern remote sensing use and technology. Describe how fine spatial information is collected and analyzed using field surveys, remote sensing, GIS, and GPS technology. Interpret air photos and images. Explain the application and use of remote sensing technologies including satellite imagery, active microwave remote sensing, LiDAR, hyperspectral and thermal remote sensing, and apply remote sensing technology and data analysis to complex problems in environmental management and land use planning. This course, delivered via distance learning, will enable students to complete academic work in a flexible manner, completely online. Course materials and access to an online learning management system will be made available to each student. Online assignments are due by Sunday evening of the week as noted and include forum questions accomplished in groups through a threaded forum, examination, and individual assignments submitted for review by the faculty member. Assigned faculty will support the student throughout the 8-week course. The required course textbook is Introduction to Remote Sensing, 5th edition by Campbell and Wynne, 2011. Additional readings include the article Active Microwave Remote Sensing by Evans, 2004, and the current issue of the academic journal Remote Sensing of Environment, available through the APIS online library. Other readings may be presented in an assignment or in the forums. The text is available in the APIS library. If you are unfamiliar with the APIS library and how to use it, click on the APIS Library tab in your electronic classroom on the left menu ribbon. Find the tutorial and do it. The APIS Library is a valuable resource in your academic studies. If you search for the title and author in the APIS Library, you will see the text listed. Follow the link to read one of the 3 university copies through ProQuest eBrary. Be sure to check out all viewing options, which may change from this video presentation as the library is constantly striving to meet the ebook needs of students. Review details in the course syllabus regarding course evaluation procedures. Students will participate in weekly forum discussions, complete 4 homework assignments, 2 assessments, and a course project, which will require additional outside academic research and critical thinking. Grading will focus on the student's analysis, reasoning, and depth of understanding of the issues, and thorough discussion of topics. Please see the APIS Student Handbook to reference the University Grading Scale and all policies of the academic classroom. A detailed course schedule is available in the syllabus. Keep this on hand to keep you on track with readings and assignments. The course schedule identifies the course week, the topics covered, learning objectives addressed, assigned readings, and assignments. This is a critical document to keep you on track in the course. All written submissions should be submitted in a font and page setup that is readable and neat. It is recommended that students try to adhere to a consistent format, which is described below. Typewritten in double-spaced format with a readable style and font, and submitted inside the electronic classroom unless classroom access is not possible and other arrangements have been approved by the professor. 12-point font Times New Roman style. Page margins top, bottom, left side, and right side should be set to 1 inch. Students are expected to follow the APA as the sole citation and reference style used in written work submitted as part of coursework to the university for this course. Assignments completed in a narrative essay or composition format must follow the citation style cited in the publication manual of the American Psychological Association, 6th edition, 2009. All paraphrased or quoted work must have a citation or it will be considered plagiarized. When in doubt, cite. Since the majority of your work should be your own, please keep direct quotes to a minimum, or preferably, do not use them at all. Students are expected to submit classroom assignments by the posted due date and to complete the course according to the published class schedule. As adults, students, and working professionals, I understand you must manage competing demands on your time. Should you need additional time to complete an assignment, please contact me before the due date so we can discuss the situation and determine an acceptable resolution. Submission of late assignments without prior approval is unacceptable and will result in the awarding of 0 points for the assignment. Repeated late submission of assignments may result in failure of the course. Online universities promote the advancement of knowledge through positive and constructive debate, both inside and outside the classroom. Forums on the internet, however, can occasionally degenerate into needless insults and flaming. Such activity and the loss of good manners are not acceptable in a university setting. Basic academic rules of good behavior and proper netiquette must persist. Remember that you are in a place for the rewards and excitement of learning, which does not include descent to personal attacks or student attempts to stifle the forum of others. Despite the best of intentions, jokes and especially satire can easily get lost or taken seriously. If you feel the need for humor, you may wish to add emoticons to help alert your readers. Faculty may require assignments to be submitted to Turnitin.com. Turnitin.com will analyze a paper and report instances of potential plagiarism for the student to edit before submitting it for a grade. Turnitin.com is now integrated into the Sakai classroom, and students submitting work in the classroom acknowledge that their work is also being run through Turnitin.com for review. This concludes the video lecture introducing EVSP322 Remote Sensing and GIS. Please note that course content may vary from the outline presented here to meet the needs of this particular group and your instructor. Be sure to review the weekly announcements, lessons, and current course syllabus. Check your email and participate weekly in the forum discussions. See you in the classroom.